crew involved in quite a bit of maintenance and experiment activity today. Don Pettit and Alla Kononenko were taking a look at the amine swing bed hardware, which Pettit has been working on over the last few hours. Starting off with some of our activities, Kononenko, who you can see off to the right there of your screen, has been doing some Sokol launch and entry suit leak checks. Those are the suits that he, Pettit, and Kuipers will wear on their upcoming July 1st landing when they depart the International Space Station after spending over 190 days on orbit. Along with those leak checks, he'll be doing some departure preparation and doing some checkouts on their Soyuz vehicle, the TMA-03M spacecraft, and then also wrapping up his day with some routine maintenance on the Russian oxygen generation system, or the Electron. Our second Russian cosmonaut, Gennady Padalka, a veteran astronaut of multiple space flights, has been doing quite a few experiment studies today, starting with a vein study, which is one of the many biological experiments that the astronauts are engaged in, using their own bodies kind of as guinea pigs for these research projects. He's also been working with the plasma crystal experiment, which looks to study how dust structures and dust plasma structures coalesce and form in that microgravity environment. He'll also be involved in a pretty major replacement operation alongside Sergei Revin, working on the TVIS, or the treadmill with vibration and isolation stabilization. They'll be changing out one of the wire ropes and the gyroscopes. And as mentioned, Sergei Revin will be assisting him in that activity a little bit later today. And has also been doing some cleaning of the ventilation screens throughout the air system all throughout the Russian segment. Moving on, we have Joseph Akaba, who's doing some filter cleaning of his own over on the U.S. segment, cleaning out the bacteria filters. All these in place to ensure that the astronauts' atmosphere on board the station is safe and breathable and free of any contaminants that could potentially cause detrimental health effects. He'll also be working with an antimicrobial applicator inside of the GEM's internal thermal control system. The GEM, the Japanese experiment module, it's been seeing quite a bit of action today. So not only Akaba, but Andrei Kuipers has also been in there quite a bit today. He's been working on the fluid physics experiment facility, which is a JAXA, or the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency's subrack facility, and it's used to investigate a number of fluid physics phenomena in that microgravity environment. Here you can see Kuipers working inside the GEM on that FPEF, or the Fluid Physics Experiment Facility. He'll also be doing some work with the environmental health system using a surface sampler kit and a microbial air sampler kit, doing some analysis and taking some data for teams down here on the ground to use, again ensuring that the surfaces and the breathing air of the atmosphere on board the station are all checking out. And meanwhile, Don Pettit, who we saw working on that amine swing bed just a little while ago, that swing bed is an investigation which is hoping to determine if a vacuum regenerated system can effectively remove carbon dioxide from the International Space Station, as that is one of the vital tasks as these astronauts exhale. They're continually changing the composition of the atmosphere from less oxygen to more carbon dioxide, so it consistently has to be scrubbed out in order to ensure that their atmosphere is safe for breathing.